Garage night. Bentley. Garage night. Bentley. Garage night. Bentley.
Toast.
All right, we're good to go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll hard. This is the Roll Tide.
Boo.
Oh, that's fine. Winning championship this coming Monday.
Bring it up. Bring that up a little bit more to you.
Nice.
I've been eating different. Bring that up to your face too. Let's see it. Let's see your face.
Is that a clear drink you got?
That is a clear drink. This is a clear.
Is that a Sierra Mist?
No, this is a White Claw. I haven't had alcohol for about 5 days.
That's alcohol.
And now I'm having it.
Oh.
And it's barely alcohol. So, guys, welcome to Garage Night. And guys and gals, welcome to Garage Night.
Sponsored by White Claw.
Sponsored by...
Have a White Claw in a jar.
The New Year's resolution, clear beers. I wonder if Sean could put some clear beers on tap.
I don't think he wants to.
We got so much to dive into, so many things to talk about. I know that we're going to have a special guest coming up. Not this episode, maybe this episode if he shows up. I'm excited. We've got wild card football, which we're going to talk about a little bit. We're going to talk about our teams that made it.
Oh, did your team not make it?
Close. Real close. You see that game? They tried.
They really did try. Tried to sacrifice their team.
Yeah, and so we're going to talk about that drama a little bit. We're going to talk about some of the Facebook feedback we've gotten on the Garage Night. We're getting a logo put together. I'm going to work on that this weekend. Maybe Corey will too. He put together one. I like it, but
he doesn't like it.
But I don't like it.
He told me he hated it.
I hated it a lot, and I got to change this intro. It can't be fantasy football, full buddy fantasy.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I figured the intro had already be done.
I need to figure that out.
What I would like is Morgan Freeman's voice, like talking about how we don't know what we're talking about, just something, and then it rolls into a garage door opening at the end of it of his voice.
Of his voice.
Yeah, well, he talks.
He's the mouth.
He talks.
His mouth is a garage door.
And then he says what he's going to say about us, how we don't know what we're doing.
Do you do a good Morgan Freeman?
I do not.
Can
and I'm
you
not
try
going to
it?
try that. I'm sure you can find it on a computer. Just boop, boop, hit the computer a
I
couple
just
times.
type.
And then at the end of that, the garage door opens, and then we go into it.
Awesome. Okay, maybe we'll do something like that. What do you want to hear the intro to be? Just
something different than bother me.
Yeah, not fantasy football.
Shout out to Kellen Hall. Shout out. I actually hit up Mark Warren, obviously, since we're friends and we're cool. And I just wanted to say that one more time.
Just wanted to tell people.
That he was completely cool with being put on the podcast. I don't know if he's listened yet, but I had to hit up beforehand just out of courtesy. But the clinic came up. We talked about the clinic. A lot of stuff to talk about. I'm excited.
I'm always excited.
And so far, Kellen has not texted me back. And so let's just jump right into it. Okay, wild card football. We're going to do quick predictions on each game just for fun because we're going to actually be releasing this the following week. So we're going to see how smart we are. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just open up the app to look at every single of them. I'm excited for 6 games, 3 games and 3 games.
Yeah, I can tell you what the first game tomorrow morning is.
What's the first game tomorrow morning is?
Colts going to get a W tomorrow morning. That's what the first game is.
I like that. Kellen just said, don't say his name on the podcast, but it was blank. So he's
as long as it wasn't me, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay, so we can say that it wasn't one of you guys.
Perfect.
Okay, that's all we cared about. Thank you very much.
I'll take a look at that later.
We'll see. All right, so Colts Bills. Is Stephon Diggs playing and is Cole Beasley playing? I know they were doubtful, but then I saw a video of them like pump up the jam.
Diggs was doubtful?
Diggs was doubtful too.
I know Beasley might not play, but I thought Diggs has got to play.
Let's be honest. Does Beasley really matter?
Beasley is good out of the slot.
Oh, he's good, but does it matter in the outcome of the
game? It doesn't matter who plays. The Colts are going to win.
Beasley Beasley is doing a lot better. Bigsley's doing well.
If he throws a touchdown.
Maybe if you're talking about rapping.
Hey, Kane found it. Go ahead and set it right there on the side. Where was it at?
I forgot that I still had the box, and I left it in the box.
All right, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Yep, see ya.
See ya. So, Bills, Colt. We were talking about Cole Beasley, but we're going to go to Colt. Why are the Colts going to win? Why?
Because the offensive line, if they're going to win, the offensive line is going to control the line of scrimmage. Taylor's going to run all over the place, and the defense got to shut down the deep ball.
Okay. Why are the Colts going to lose?
I don't know. They're not.
I think the Colts are going to lose because the Bills are going to win.
Think so?
That's a very scientific answer.
That's about all I care about fantasy right now.
Why? All right, I'll just put my picks in there. Okay, so I think the Colts are going to win only because I feel like Josh Allen is good, but I feel like he laid an egg last playoffs. Phillip Rivers sucks, but he's good. Like, if that makes sense.
Phillip Rivers is the reason I'm scared of the
Colts.
playoffs, but he's a veteran.
You got Jack Doyle there too, though. Secret weapon.
Jack. If it comes down to Jack Doyle, I'm gonna be super worried about it.
Colts D looks good though.
Yeah, they got to shut down that passing game.
It's going to be in Buffalo. They're going to have a home crowd as well, signed off by the Governor Cuomo over there. Are you afraid of that?
No,
not at all. So you think it's Colts easily, or you think it's going to be a shootout?
Not easily. I just think it's going to be Colts.
What about you, my man?
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Yep.
All day Buffalo?
All day Buffalo.
No, okay.
Are you guys going to watch the game together or separately, or do you
Not
gotta
now.
work?
No.
You
I have other stuff. I can't watch that morning game.
going to watch the Seahawks game?
I'll probably catch the last half of it.
And then you're going to catch the
Tampa Bay.
the Washington football team, the FT.
I hope they lose by 60
Why?
because they're Washington.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whatever. We helped them get in anyway.
Oh wow! Sorry, if you guys didn't know this, Craig just flew in. He said that he had a quick trip down to California, but he looks a little battered and bruised. He still has his face paint. How was storming the Capitol Hill? Was it?
Yes.
He didn't make TV. He was upset.
I was right behind the guy with horns.
If I'm gonna be here, what's with this asshole in front of me not giving me camera time? He was very upset.
You know, I know how I know half those people weren't Trump supporters. They were wearing masks. Like I was like, no way, that's a Trump supporter in there.
If
they're
Craig
wearing a
would have
mask.
been there, he would have been the guy that was with his feet up on the desk inside.
Yeah, ripping Pelosi's stuff apart
That would have been Craig.
and his nice Romeos.
Yeah.
Like I had clean Romeos on. Like that was like, this is my church. I'm wearing my church Romeos.
If you're gonna storm someplace, you got to have clean Romeos on. You can't be a dick about it.
I don't know.
Come on.
I've been wearing boots and bringing dirt in.
It's the Capitol. Come on now.
I know we're storming the Capitol, but we got to have some respect for where we're going. No dirt.
Hallowed ground. Man, what a free for all. That was fun.
But by the way, I'm picking the Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Are you really? Yeah. Why?
Because that's who I think is going to win.
Why are you being a jerk? Why is everyone a jerk in this freaking room right now?
I'm going to take Seattle.
I'm picking. Thank you.
I'm going to take Seattle.
Thank you. I'm picking the Colts too. I'm picking the Colts. Okay.
I think you're picking the Colts so they do lose, though. I think you're doing it.
I never
to
do
spite
that.
me.
I never do that.
Oh,
I
shoot.
picked the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl,
And obviously that helped him.
and I congratulated Craig every week.
All 3 weeks they won.
He also picked them to win next year, so you're already good there.
Did you see that clip with the Jaguars with Minshew when they won? I didn't know this. They won the first game. They were 1-0, and they were like, "We're not going to be satisfied. 1-0 is not going to be. We're not satisfied." That was like the end of the game, and then like there was a narrator who said, "Little did they know they were satisfied."
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they were. They got what they wanted.
They got it. Minshew didn't.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But anyway, okay, I'm picking obviously the Hawks. I'm picking Tampa Bay, even though it's going to be cold, wet, and rainy. And I know. Wait,
because Tom Brady doesn't know how to throw in cold, wet, rainy.
wait.
You got to go experience.
Wait. Why was I thinking it was cold, wet, and rainy?
I don't know, but we're going to Tampa Bay.
Is it?
Is there a hurricane?
No, they're playing in Washington.
They are because they were
because they won the division.
And that field sucks. That field's one of the worst fields in the world. Wow. Okay, we'll see how this one goes. All right, we got Titans in Baltimore. I think I'm going to go first, since you guys like to go first. Titans are going to load up the box like they did last year, and they're just going to, and Baltimore is going to lose easily.
Wow.
I think it's gonna be close, but I'm gonna take Titans also.
I think the Ravens have got a lot better since they played the first time, and I'm going to go Ravens.
J.K. Dobbins does look good. Bears Saints. Are we seeing?
I would love for the Bears to win, but I just don't think they're going to.
I would love to see the Bears win too,
Yeah,
and I don't think they're going to.
Yeah.
Well, as a Seahawks fan, do you really want the Bears to win? Because then Seattle has to go to Green Bay.
We're gonna have to go to Green Bay no matter what.
If the Saints win, you go play the Saints.
I'm just saying at some point
Well, if they beat the Saints, he's saying
we're gonna have to go to Green
Yeah.
Bay no matter. I'm already looking ahead,
I got you.
and I'm talking
I got
about
you.
next season.
I'm talking about
actually.
the second. Yeah, I was talking about the second week.
Second week.
Would you rather go as a Seahawks fan? Would you rather go play the Saints second week or go to Green Bay the second week?
Green Bay second week.
You would.
I feel like Kamara is going to be. He's kind of like might be in, could be out. I think he's in tomorrow, possibly. I don't know, but Kamara, I would much rather. I don't like the Saints. They scare me. The Pack don't scare me as much. Maybe I'm wrong.
Huh? I was just curious.
What are we doing with the Browns and the Steelers? I'm going Browns.
That's another game that I'm going to go Browns. I want the Browns to win, so I'm going to go Browns.
I'll take Steelers.
Then that's fine. But the Steelers are so bad right now.
AFC Championship game.
You taking them? You staying there all the way there? Wow.
Against the Chiefs?
If that's how it works out. If they play the Chiefs before, then no. But if that's how it works out, because they're a 3.
Well, I think
It depends on what Buffalo does.
if the Colts win, they have to go to Kansas City. I think they get the lowest remaining seed. So
Yeah. It depends on what Buffalo does, because Buffalo's the 2.
yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, see if we're right or wrong. That's awesome.
I might be crying by this time if they lost already.
Go Colts.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So this guy right here on my wall, Simon Woodstock. I don't know if you know who Simon Woodstock is, but I met him in college. He was a former skateboarder, still is a skateboarder, but he was a pro skateboarder. He was actually, I think he was in one of the Tony Hawk games, like back in the day. He is a huge Colts fan.
I like him.
And he asked me, and I think it's because he calls this the broadcast. He's like, hey, I hope he's down in California. I hope the broadcast is going well. Sent me a nice greeting, actually like a message on Facebook, like a verbal message. Anyway, I think he thinks I'm in on the Colts, and because he was like saying like, hey man, like we got the Colts, and because I've been saying go Colts in the title of the podcast even. And so, and he asked me what my address was, and so that was like 4 days ago. So I'm assuming I'm going to get some Colts merch, and
I hope you do. You have to put it up in here.
And yeah, I will, and I'm gonna be you. I'm like now all of a sudden I'm going to be the guy with Colts merch, and it's going to become my second team.
What's
all
his
because
name?
Simon Woodstock.
Shout out to Simon Woodstock.
Shout out Simon, the man, the myth, the legend. Anyway. So we talked about that. I kind of want to talk about the Eagles. And as an Eagles fan, how did you feel? How do you feel about Doug Peterson? And B, why do you hate him? Or and if you could, how much do you hate him?
I think the entire situation was blown out of proportion. I think it was on primetime TV. It made it look bad. But at the end of the day, there's a lot. I think that they had nothing to play for.
Wait, are we talking about Capitol Hill and Trump? Or are we talking?
I'm talking about the Eagles did. Everybody made a big deal about this. But look at Pittsburgh. They set Big Ben, right? Teams sit players. Now, granted, that's so they can get in the playoffs.
They were
right?
already
so
in
they're
the
rested.
playoffs.
No, so they're rested.
Right.
But
What's Jalen Hurts getting arrested for?
but
The offseason?
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They bettered themselves.
Denny-
I'm not arguing and saying it was the best thing in the world because it was on primetime TV. It made it look worse. But you can't tell me that there's not other teams that do the exact same thing.
No,
Denny Green.
timeout. They don't do the same thing, though. That's the weirdest thing, is that they do if they've made the playoffs. But Jalen Hurts could have won the game. If they're getting blown out, sure, we're gonna pull out. We're gonna pull our starters. Game's over.
Could have won the game.
It was close. It was close. Here's my question to you: were they trying to help themselves in the draft, or were they giving a big FU to the New York Giants? Because a lot of the Giants were tweeting, especially Golden Tate. You know,
The guy's an idiot. So I really think it was to better themselves in the draft. And the honest truth is, nobody knows next season where Carson Wentz is going to be, right? I don't think he's going to be in Philly. So they honestly, as a thing, have to see how good your backup quarterback is. Was it the right time to do it? Probably not. If they would have brought him in at halftime, nobody would have said it one thing. Nobody would have said a word except it was the third quarter.
but Carson Wentz has got a gigantic.
I agree. I think they're going to figure out a way. A team is going to figure out a way to get him.
The problem with Carson Wentz's is Doug Peterson still has a hard-on for him. He still thinks he can fix him. And for some reason, he still thinks that he can carry both quarterbacks and find some role for Hurts, which you can't. If you think Hurts is a guy, you have to make him the guy.
Yeah.
You can't try to keep both of them there right now.
Any single pickup football from at the park, at the school, I learned one thing. Whether win, lose, or draw, for the most part, you stick with your quarterback because they're the one that's going to push the momentum. Like if you keep interchanging people, it's just not going to work out for you. I mean, Taysom Hill goes in there here and there for the Saints, but other than that, you don't see anyone else.
The thing about it, the same thing.
Wait a second. Come in. Hey! You don't have to mask up, Macho Man.
So, did you hear J.J. Watt's thing that he came out with? His speech that he gave?
I did. I listened to
About how they're professional athletes. They get paid for a reason.
And they still
to
go out
win
to play
a game.
hard. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're out there. You're playing to win a game, not get a higher draft pick.
But no, that's to play the long game.
That's not the player's objective. That's your front office objective. The players don't give a shit about how high draft picks they get. They care about going out there, doing their job, and winning.
You don't think that
Why do they care about getting somebody to replace them higher?
You don't think. Granted, if I'm out there and I'm an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, maybe I'm a little afraid. But other than that, if I am a person that's going to be playing I played all game every season, like I'm going to go, and I'll probably be with the Eagles. I'm in. This is going to help us.
You think 2 picks difference is worth throwing out?
Was it 2 picks?
That's all they got. It was 2 picks. They went from I think 8 to 6 or 6 to 4 or something like that. You did that for 2 picks. Those players are out there to win. You're getting paid to do something. It's not worth throwing it out there like that just for 2 picks. And it's not going to make that big of a difference in you.
Well, at the end of the day, first of all, we'll be done with this. I don't think Peterson made the call anyway. I think if that call was to pull him, it came from above Peterson.
Was it Roseman that's there still?
Howie. So, whatever. But screw the Giants. I could care less what they said.
Okay, so you hate the Giants. Now, I didn't know that. I knew that it was a rivalry, but I didn't know how big of a rivalry it was between. For me, I liken it to Hawks and the Niners, or Cowboys and the Eagles, probably. I didn't know that the Giants and the Eagles hate each other.
Well, I think it's just a division anyway.
Everybody hates the Eagles.
At the end of the day,
It's the fans. It's the fans that probably did it to
if
him.
Golden Tate was sitting right here, at the end of the day, 5-10, your team sucks. Shut your mouth anyway.
If Golden Tate was sitting right here, you wouldn't do shit.
Hey, Golden Tate, look me in the eyes. Your team sucked.
Go get a donut.
Hey, we're not all lucky like me, where we can just make up our own job without any accountability and just get paid money for it.
You just got surveyed.
Ooh, I'm gonna start
That
using
should be
that.
your tagline.
I'm gonna start using that.
Just got surveyed. Oh, well, we've got. I don't know how our mic is set up over here, but I think he's going to be just kind of he's going to be the outside participant as of now. We're going to bring him in later. He's going to be kind of like when you when me and Sean did one. It was just you and your wife, and I think my wife sitting there as a studio audience for like the first episode, right?
Yeah, we were the live studio audience.
And then we brought you in.
Yes.
So you're right now. You're in the.
We don't want to say who it is yet.
Yeah, this guy's a masked singer. Here's some clues. We're gonna drop clues throughout the episode. He could be scary. He could be scary.
He drove the Buick Skylark of that story we talked about the other day.
He talked trash to the clinic and. No, it actually wasn't him.
Or was it?
Or was it? So, hold on. My wife's calling me. Just a second. Hello? I'm recording. What's up?
You're live with Travis.
Hi, long-time caller, or long-time listener, first-time caller.
First-time caller.
What's up?
Just leaving my mom's. I dropped off a bunch of that hint water to her, and then I'm heading home now.
Couldn't have been done in a text. You're absolutely correct. That's really good.
That hint water, that's good stuff.
Me first.
I called you like half hour ago.
I just come in. He needs another White Claw.
Yeah.
Domino's Pizza tonight?
Pick up those White Claws.
Sure.
All right.
I don't want my thing though. I'll just eat some pizza.
All right.
As long as you get Canadian bacon and mushrooms on one.
Sounds delicious. Did you lose a bet? All right. I love you. I'll see you soon.
Extra pineapple.
Okay, bye. All right. Well, here's you guys got some flipping huge ass cans over here. Did you guys go to Vegas? Did you just get back from Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, a gigantic Modelo. I love it. This is
Pour
garage night.
Hey, pour that into your White Claw.
This is
Yeah.
this
Modelo in one hand, White Claw in the other.
is moonshine.
Do you make that yourself?
So let's talk clinic real quick. Yes, I did. Let's talk. Well, because my dad said I was going to have a can of White Claw, and my dad's like, "Oh, can I get that can from you?" And I'm like, "What?" And I thought he was going to do some project with like my daughter or something because he takes our 4-year-old daughter.
So you going to Oregon?
And he goes, I hear they make great rat traps and mouse traps. I got a couple in the barn that I'm trying to get. And so I'm like, yeah, let me pour my White Claw into a glass cup.
Let me get my drink jar.
My pimp cup. Anyway, so I had to give him an empty White Claw can, which was very exciting. And the funny thing is, he's like, "Do you have any more? Hey, could you save some?" I'm like, I got a recycling bin in the back full of them. Like
These are 10 cents a piece in Michigan.
Now I get your Oregon joke. I had no clue. I laughed hard because Craig laughed hard.
He's laughing because he doesn't get it.
I don't know. You know how many times I've done that in my life? I think,
You're welcome for a recycling.
and I'm
joke.
usually the butt of the jokes. They was like, "Wow, he's laughing at the joke that was made at him." And I'm like, "Isn't that great? Whoever said that was awesome." All right, we got a guy here that we're not going to mention yet. You're not even plugged in, just so you know. You're not even plugged in. But here's a little tip, little hint for everyone. I know him through other people more than I know him through you guys. Let that thing resonate for a little bit. Okay?
I already know the answer to this.
Because he's sitting right next to you.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk clinic. Okay, so the clinic we talked about. Now, I didn't know this. This came up later. I was talking to one of my other friends. The clinic has been around forever. In fact, the name came from Dr. Megley's
Yes.
basketball team.
Yep.
And I'm not talking Dr. Joseph Megley that I went to school with, but his father. And so these guys were just Tom Poe.
And Magley played with them forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these guys, it was like the elite team to get on. And even I think I heard that even when Scal comes back every once in a while, he'll play. So you have these people that are playing. So I texted it out after we recorded. One of the former players, Kellen Hall, Patreon subscriber, big Full Buddy Cast fan, personal friend of mine. He says only one member cared about margin of victory, so no, that's false. It wasn't false that they were trying to crush you. Most of us only cared, and have I read this to you guys yet? Most of us only cared about having fun and getting good exercise. Nothing was worse for us than teams who tried to slow it down or stall. And I'm looking at the Bentleys because if you didn't know this, they have a crest. It's the family crest that says "slow it down or stall."
Yeah.
That's
tattooed everywhere.
Hey, we're all about the run and gun.
I don't know how I would play slow when I told you my role model was Steve Nash. And that's how I played basketball. So
well, okay, let me say this then. I agree with you. Some of us are just naturally slow. So our run and gun kind of looks like
we were much slower than them.
Like a drive-in park.
Yes.
Yeah. If they did that, then we'd make you pay. If you were going to walk the ball up, Henry, I'm thinking Henry DeYoung, right? Was he on that team? Would pressure you. If you were going to make 20 passes to get one shot, we'd double it to make you either turn it over or shoot so we could back to run it. They want to run. One thing I like about Kellen, he's a long texter, and I love it because I can always set it down and come back to it later and keep reading.
Digest it in parts?
Yes, exactly. We made the game plan that led to the Warriors to dominance. We were just years before our time. And then he said, I didn't like beating teams by a lot, though. There were games I'd sub out early and not go back in. But when you're playing hoops, you're not going to try and miss. You're not going to try and work the clock. You're like, it would be a real game. You just go. We didn't want to win, but most of us didn't have a goal of margin. Then he followed this up after telling me the name of who it was. Patreon subscribers out there, go subscribe. I'll give you the name of who
Inside
it was.
access.
This is the behind the scenes. I can't say it on the podcast. Yeah. Kellen said that. I can send it to your DMs. Yeah. So once I see your Patreon subscription go through, I will tell you exactly who it was. And it could be you. If you're curious, maybe it's you out there. And if it is you and you message me and you listen and you subscribe, I'll give you a t-shirt. I played softball with all those guys. He was always the one running his mouth the most, so it wasn't uncommon.
Yes, done. No, it is.
We forgot he was on our team. That's our bad.
Yeah. And then, and for the record, because those guys are all my friends, I didn't play the last 15 minutes because I didn't want to be a part of it. It was never fun for me to be in a very lopsided game.
No, absolutely. And I talked to Kellen right after it happened. He said the exact same thing 15 years ago or whenever this happened. He said
he'd come up afterward, dap.
Yeah, he was
cool
about it. And part of it at the time, we knew we weren't as good as them, and part of it was our own ego of sitting there going, "We just got destroyed by 100 points, and this is ridiculous."
But you got to think most of us at 15, 20 minutes after we were gone, a lot of that just ended, and we went back to our normal lives. It just got brought up, whatever, a couple weeks ago about it, and it just brought back some memories.
But we literally say here we couldn't remember who was on that team.
I didn't remember who was on the team, and you haven't actually told us yet either what Kellen said.
Right.
But
you guys already know.
By just what you said, we know who it was.
Now, did our surprise guest play on that team ever? Okay. All right. Well, we will hear more about that
and on the
later.
church teams, I think, too. Yeah.
Okay. He's a silent man over there.
And here's another, he shoots it left-handed. So that's another clue.
Ooh, another clue.
He shoots left-handed, but he is ambidextrous.
He tries.
Because in softball, he throws both ways and has two different gloves.
He's the Jim Abbott of softball. But he rips the glove off. He catches it with his left hand, rips the glove off, and then throws it with his left hand.
And if he plays quarterback, it depends on which way he rolls out.
Oh,
Then he throws the opposite way.
wow! So he is.
I like that we keep talking about him, but he can't say anything yet because it's not on.
He's actually miming the heck out of life right now too. So the clinic, a lot of fun. Actually, that brought up a lot of conversations. There was a conversation also being had by people that it'd be kind of cool to do a 30 for 30 full buddy cast of the clinic.
Of that game? like we go reenact the game. It's like
I can tell you this right now. The score would end up really close to the same, if not worse.
no, it'd be worse. I guarantee those guys are probably all in shape still. I haven't played basketball in 4 years.
And you're rubbing your right knee.
My knee hurts right now.
Just thinking about it. Did you guys see the? Do you guys know who Tom Segura is? Did you guys
Yeah.
see?
Yep.
Do you see how he broke his arm? Just like probably about 3 weeks ago when they were filming him dunking on like a 7-foot rim. Him and Bert,
He
Bert
broke his
Kreischer.
arm?
Oh, don't look it up. But they made some funny memes about it.
Dude, that dance video he made. Did you see his dance video he made for Bert?
Oh,
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah.
He goes up. He tore his like something in his knee while he was jumping to go dunk, and they were doing these dunk highlight videos on a 7-foot hoop. And he goes up, his knee goes out, kills that, falls, braces himself, snaps his arm, and it's just sitting there like a baby arm.
Did Bert try doing it too?
No, Bert went over and moved his arm back to where it should have been.
I was going to say, I guess Tom's fatter.
Dude, and that's what scares me about playing rec. Rec cornhole. I'd love it, but rec basketball. I played it.
By the way, at this point in time, 2-0. Thank you.
Oh, really? Was there any scary like? Ooh, we might lose this.
To start a little bit, just because the boards are a little slick there, but overall, no.
There's sign-ups for leagues right now for next 3 months.
February,
People
March,
that want to play.
sign up.
February, March.
I wonder if we could
Teams
do
available.
a full buddy cast cornhole league.
You make us shirts, or to give us the shirts, we'll wear them over there.
You already have.
I don't have a shirt.
I'll get you a shirt.
I'll wear it to play cornhole in.
And by
I'll
the
tell them that
way,
you sponsor me.
here's another hint for those that may know. This person, I owe a shirt because he bought one and I haven't given it to him yet.
That would be super weird if somebody's listening. They're like, "Oh, now I know." We've talked about this plenty of
There's
times.
probably like 3 or 4 of them out there. By the way, thank you to the listeners for even like messaging. A lot of people. I couldn't believe how many people liked this one. They're like
Just in general, like
in
us.
general.
I can't believe they listen to these guys.
Well, listen. There was it was liked by like Jonathan Monarch.
He sounds amazing. He liked it.
Nice guy.
Sounds perfect.
Kristen Poe, Holly Graff, Allison Bentley, Craig Bentley, Amber Keating, and if you guys go search it right now, you'll find it. Our secret guest.
He's on the list.
You'll see also this person did a GIF of writing notes down. It's it was from The Office. Did you see that yet?
I did see that.
Do you know what he was referring to on
Yes.
that? What was he referring to
He
on
was
that?
referring to taking notes of what you guys said about what to make my team name.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Well, obviously I am.
And I think we'll discuss that on the next episode.
We'll hold off on that one. The one thing that was interesting though, Brandon Thorpe.
I did see that also.
Can I even say what he? I mean, people
He
can
doesn't know
read
what
it.
he's talking about. Say whatever
We
you
know
want.
we know exactly what gets to Craig. He said.
I don't think he knows.
Do
what he's
we
talking
know
about.
exactly what gets to Craig, Corey?
Well, I've known for years,
Really?
but it's a secret.
It's a secret.
I think.
Don't tell.
Yeah. What was that?
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Don't tell.
That was a song, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
go look that up. Adam Sandler.
Shh, it's a secret. Don't tell.
It's an awesome video, by the way. If somebody wants to go look that up.
The only thing I remember from Adam Sandler was the Fatty McGee.
You don't remember the
You,
goat?
you need to go look up that video
Oh, well. All right.
after this.
Dude, we got a mime in here. He's good at it, too. He's like,
You don't
be a
remember-
great third base coach.
He sends every. He
just
sends everybody. He's done it at softball.
What? You think I'm silly?
Ball's in the pitcher, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Send it.
Keep going. I'm like, I don't run that fast anymore. Stop sending me every time.
I did joke that this person that we were going to have on was. Did you guys tell him that joke already yet? That I was going to do the whole Jimmy Kimmel,
Oh,
Matt
no, I
Damon
didn't.
thing.
No.
Where every time, we're about to have him on. Oh, sorry, I ran out of time. It was great having you. Maybe next week.
Every episode.
Every episode, he just sits there. He's like, yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't know where we were at.
You were talking about Brandon.
Brandon Thorpe
He doesn't know.
at all?
I can guarantee you this.
He'll eventually come on.
Corey,
can
does he
tell
know?
us. I'm sure he thinks he knows.
Corey, have you shared secrets while working with Brandon?
I didn't tell him my
Craig may know.
secrets. He has his own.
Oh, so he's ruffled Craig's feathers and he knows?
That's what he thinks, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I guarantee our guest thinks the same thing. I
This
think
guy's miming the heck out of things
He
right
thinks
now.
they can get to each other too.
What if we did a multiple choice for the podcast and we said, okay, these are one of these 4 things will get to Craig.
And then we start a challenge in the public for people to do them.
Yes.
Based on people listening to me talk.
He's just walking downtown. Somebody comes up to him.
They like say, hey, you got a fake job, buddy. You're the fake job guy, aren't you?
Be like, yes, I am.
You're like, yep. Doesn't bother me at all.
Thank-
They're like, rats.
Thanks for listening.
I'm fine with that. Do whatever you want downtown. As long as if I'm downtown and you're downtown, you should probably buy me a beer then at Cole Street Brewery.
Please go to Cole Street Brewery and please buy him a beer. Sean hit me up today. He's like, hey, he goes, hey, can I get an armful of wood? which I obviously have firewood for my house. And I just thought it was funny that no one, like, that's his measurement is an armful of wood. Like, it wasn't like, can I get like 5 or 6 pieces of wood? It's an armful. And then I thought, he is a businessman and he's going to do his armful. He may be walking through there with just as if he says 5 or 6, he knows he's stuck to 5 or 6. But if he says armful, he might get like 10 or 11, depending on how big those his armfuls can get. And I thought, what a shrewd businessman.
Was it your armful though?
No.
Of what you could carry?
I'm in the middle of working. He walks in as if he owns my garage and gives me a look like, hey. I'm like,
With a wheelbarrow?
I'm with a sticker on it that says armful.
Yeah.
he named his wheelbarrow armful.
I would respect him more. That's even a better businessman.
Big dump truck. Okay. So if you guys don't know this, I haven't had alcohol for a while. Also, the secret guy bought me a freaking Vegas Modelo that you're gonna walk down the streets.
Modelo's are pretty strong too.
No, they're not.
Much stronger than White Claws.
I'm feeling that White Claw. That one White Claw. I haven't eaten at all. I'm on a diet. I don't eat. It sucks. Anyway.
White Claw doesn't have any calories. That's why you went White Claw, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you just screwed up. You can't eat
I actually
for like 3
read
days
it
now.
I read the calories on the side.
That's 4 meals of Modelo. Enjoy lettuce for the rest of the time.
That's what I had. I had lettuce wraps last night. It sucked. You guys ask questions. I gotta take a breather right now.
A beer getting to you?
Dude, this beer's getting to me. I gotta take a hardcore breather.
Starting to sweat
I'm
over there.
sweating. I'm wearing my dry fit shirt.
So, Corey,
Yes, Craig.
if Travis was not here,
Yes.
what's the one thing you would say about him?
Do it. Do it. Say it. Dude, say it.
I would
take it.
say back when we worked at Safeway together, I enjoyed going to produce more than going to the whatever department he was in. Because of who was in produce at the time.
Zach?
and I got fed.
Zach.
Yep.
Did he give you free samples?
Everybody in produce did. Come on.
Corey wants to get fired so bad.
Somebody else our guest got fed free samples too.
I also liked going over to, I liked it when so-and-so closed the tills because they'd always hand out free money too.
Sounds.
Whoa. No wonder you don't work there anymore.
Yeah. Wow. If I really wanted to go there, I did the teals myself. So
Okay, I got to tell you this embarrassing, awkward moment again. I got another one. My son is into Pokemon right now. I'm using that as an excuse as well. I found a bunch of Pokemon cards. I want Mariano Rivero to hook it up. I need to talk to him about these Pokemon cards. Has he sent out a thing to get them graded yet? PSA?
yeah, we just set one out. We went into business together.
Can you do another one?
Yeah, of course.
When?
Whenever we want.
I've got like 12 Pikachus that I need to get
I know.
graded.
I saw the picture of them. That's a lot of Pikachus on one area.
There it was.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Hey, why do you not shower with a Pokemon?
Why?
Because they Pikachu.
Oh, we just lost every listener we had.
I actually think I'm done for the night.
And I'm not helping you sell those cards now.
In fact, when I get them, I'm going to tear them up right in front of you. That's a Jim Lefevre secret guy. That's a Jim Lefevre autograph ball. I won with the what's the Enumclaw Parks?
It's worth $7.
I'd have to pay someone to take the Jim Lefevre. You can toss.
Did you
that.
watch the movie Pikachu?
No, I don't even know it. No, I haven't. Did you watch it?
I did.
Of course you did. You
Mariano
freaking, you freaking Harry Potter nerd.
He watched it when he was down there.
That was the flight. He actually said to the stewardess, excuse me. She's like, yeah, we got movies. Good. Do you have Pikachu? She's like, let me see what I can do for
He
you.
just said, all he did was go, Pikachu!
That's so bad. Anyway, so anyway, I'm playing Pokemon Go. So that's the big story. I'm playing Pokemon Go now. I'm back
Do you
into
have
it.
the thing on your arm?
No.
Do you have enough
you can't-
time
you're
to
not
go
really
play
playing.
Pokemon Go?
Listen, I played it 2 years ago with a bunch of my buds, like a few of my buds, not a bunch of my buds. I have a bunch of buds.
Oh wait, is
But
the
like-
one on that phone? Is
Yeah,
that
it's-
oh,
yeah.
I thought it was the actual one you have.
You
on
have to
your
go
card.
find gyms
okay.
and battle
My
people
bad.
or something.
and so I go down and there's a gym downtown. Okay. I'm sitting on the bench pretending I'm checking Facebook and I'm just like dinking around on my phone with this Pokemon Go. And guess who? And I'm sitting in front of the garage. And guess who walks by?
Your buddy did.
Yeah.
Were they playing Pokemon too? 'Cause that would have been an amazing chance at reconciliation.
No.
Did you talk to him?
No. I buried my face in that phone like it was a book. And
That was your chance. You could be like, do you want to play Pokemon Go with me?
I wanted to say, hey, listen to tomorrow's episode. I mentioned you. Anyway, he walked by. He was there. And so I beat the gym that's downtown and I put my Pokemon in there. And this is what cracked me up. This is making Corey laugh. Corey knows what I'm talking about because he plays freaking Pokemon Go. I know
what you're talking about because when you have Brandon on, Brandon was playing Pokemon Go during at work and he was found like he plays it too.
Yeah.
So you can talk to him about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you guys can be Pokemon bros.
Hopefully he's last place at some point in the fantasy football league and you can call it Pokemon Bro or Pokemon Thorpe. Anyway, this drink's getting to me. So I get home, actually place my red team person in the gym. Corey is loving this.
Does he stay there?
He stays there until someone beats him, unless other people go there and throw other red people, and you get like 6 max.
Can I just make a person and try to go beat him? Just
Yeah.
one?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The
So
only way Craig plays is just to follow you around.
well, the funny thing is I'm sitting there at night. I'm like, dude, why is my guy still there? Like I thought I was going to get beat and get kicked back to me.
Because nobody else seen him.
No, it's full. The gym is full with all these other characters that are my red team. One of them, and I got to ask him, the name is PattyMac.
Sean has it.
I think Sean has one.
Sean went down there to join your team.
I think Sean already knew. Sean's like, oh, red guy. Guess what the team name? Guess what my player's name is? I named this 3 years ago or 2 years ago when this thing came out. full buddy cast. So
I thought it was gonna be Casey Kane. Lover.
That's why he's red.
Yeah, I thought so. That's what I was doing for.
Casey Scalabrini. But anywho, I wonder if Sean plays. Do you know if Sean plays?
I have no idea. I don't think that ever has come up in
Are
any
you
conversation I've had.
I don't think he would tell that conversation. Are you like the leader of the red team then over there?
Well, my guy's probably kicked out, but I was the first one to get into it, and then anyone
They were following
red
you.
can jump in there. Yeah.
Way to be a leader.
There were 12-year-old skateboarder kids that were skating around me, and I'm just like, phone was up, like I'm like against my chest because I didn't want these 12-year-old kids.
Hey, losers, get away from me! I'm beating a gym over here.
Too bad you don't have a dog, do you?
I don't know.
Because you could be that guy that
Thanks
like
for bringing
pretends
that
to
up. Dog
walk.
died. Thank you. Appreciate that.
That pretends to walk his dog and just play all over town.
I do that.
You
but
would be that guy.
I got my kids. I pretend that I'm hanging out with my kids.
Walk 2 feet ahead of me.
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to get into this now so I can try to beat whatever.
You got to be the blue team though.
Good luck. I'm
whatever's
level,
opposite.
I'm level 27. Good luck.
Oh, is that good?
If I was a level 1, could I just come in and like upset you?
No. No. It would take you quite a few.
Hey, I'll
levels.
figure out what level Brandon is, and hopefully he's blue, and I'll have him go beat him.
Yes. I'm gonna start calling people
Yeah.
that I may or may not ever think that they play this, and be like, "I need you to come to Enumclaw.
I need a level
I need-
28 blue.
I need somebody above level 27."
Dude, it's addicting. You can walk and you can hatch eggs. I'm telling you.
If somebody out there is listening
Yeah.
above a 27, please follow Travis around and just beat
If
everything
you see
he
a
does.
Pokemon named Full Buddy Cast and you're a 28 blue, just destroy him everywhere.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Here's the most embarrassing thing.
Oh, there's more?
I deleted it off my phone. I re-added it back on. It's been like 2 years.
Oh, so you could be like a 50.
I could have been crushing. But then I realized I saw that are you writing notes? That's how I do too. Okay, so
He's going to get you.
and
Just like you got those Pokemon.
he just told me what he left. Anyway, I had to like contact Niantic or whatever their freaking name is because I forgot my login.
To get help to get back on.
Yeah. I didn't know
what?
my password. I didn't know anything. I'd actually contact the people.
I'm going to support you on this.
Thank
if you enjoy it, you go do you, man.
Thank you.
Just go have fun.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy
I'm going
it.
to do that. Thank you.
But I still hope somebody comes and beats you as that happens.
Well, Craig's already leveling up over here.
Yeah, he just downloaded it.
Dude, did you not know that there's something in your house?
There's a, I don't know what they're called.
I don't know.
There's a library
There's
right
a
here.
Bulbasaur in the backyard. Is that a thing? Is that one? Is that one of them?
Corey's a nerd.
Is that one of them?
I had no idea.
I told you I've seen him on his app before.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll find you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're Corey B. 1986, aren't you?
Nope, that's not when I was born.
87,
Nope.
85.
Damn it.
That's what I meant. All right. Well, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get going. One last hint. He was the #1 fantasy football champion of Craig and Corey's league. Is that correct? Did he win it all?
Yes.
He did. Okay, great. And he and actually, did we talk about this yet? You said you were gonna lose.
I did lose.
You did lose.
We already knew that.
What was did it get close
No,
at all?
Not at all. I scored in 2 weeks, but he scored in 1.
I finally had a good week. I'm not gonna lie. It finally was worked out for me.
That's
A
awesome.
little late, but I got off that trophy.
Any hint that you guys want to throw in there for the people? We're not going to say who it is until next episode. To the next episode.
He-Man's enemy.
Okay.
If you listen to the podcast, we're very competitive with each other.
They like to wrestle each other.
There we go. Okay. All right. You guys already heard mine. Thanks for listening. Drop us questions. Shout out to everyone that listens, and shout out to Patreon subscribers. Appreciate each and every one of you. Go to Cole Street. Go tag yourself in there. Get yourself your VIP treatment. Go to Bordeaux Wine Bar as well. And Mazatlan, hit them up. All supporters of the podcast. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great week. Go Hawks.
Go Colts.
Go Steelers. I don't know.
They got eliminated by the Browns last week. Garage night. Bentley. Garage night. Bentley.